name's Justin D. Roy, and you tuned in for another episode of High Five's Canceled Misfits. For today's show, we have the Sarah Connor Chronicles. This was a show starring Lena Headey, Thomas Dekker, and Summer Glau. Basically, what this was, it's a continuing story of Sarah Connor's ongoing fight to save the human race from a robot apocalypse. Some of the big highlights of the show for me were basically, first and foremost, the cast. I thought everyone in the role was just absolutely fantastic. One of my favorites personally of the cast was definitely Summer Glau. I thought she was easily one of the better Terminators they've had in the series so far. And I also just thought that this was just a great addition to, the whole Terminator mythos. And then moving right on to the ratings of this show. The ratings for the show did start out well, but like most canceled shows, they did get worse as the show went on. Some believe that the drop in ratings were due to the fact that it ended up being scheduled on a Friday, which I guess is just kind of a low kind of like viewing day. Like, I guess not a lot of big hit shows get moved to a Friday night, so I guess that just took a huge hit in their rating. Then as for going on to reviews, fan reviews were kind of modest. They were staying about a 78% on Rotten Tomatoes for its 2 season, but critic ratings did start out poor for the first season, but did end up rising to about 8% after its second season. The highest praise that came from critics was that they did feel that there was a good entertainment factor, but on the other hand, there's other critics saying that they just felt the show wasn't very compelling. My final thoughts for the show, why I feel like this ultimately got canceled, though, was that this show did come out during a pretty hectic time when there was this huge writer strike going on, and there's shows that were basically kind of shelved that got put out simply just to fill time slots. Kind of felt like once the writer strike had ended, people were just like, well, there's a lot better shows out there now that are being put out that are more interesting to me, so they just don't want to feel like watching now a show that's basically kind of just like a backup show just to fill a time slot. So people just moved on and just weren't interested in watching anymore. I thought the show was great. I thought it was going in a good direction. I really would have loved to have seen what happened with the show after the cliffhanger they had with their second season. So, this is a show definitely I'd also recommend people they can find where it's showing online or something like that, and maybe pick up a copy of the Blu-ray or something like that of the show. Definitely a show I'd give a chance just to check out so you can form your own opinion, see what you think of the show, and even let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But yeah, that is going to be wrapping up this episode. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also, be sure to check out the Patreon link that I'll have in the link below. And, that's it. Goodbye.